I'm glad to be here. Black and Blue Bowl coming up.
It is.
We were just here last year. Winner, chicken dinner.
Yes.
Overtime.
Yes, it was a very exciting game last year. You know, as these games are. I mean, when you got two teams that are just bitter rivals with each other, the records. You know, it's kind of an old saying, but the records kind of go out the window because this is important. This is important. So we're getting ready we've got about 8.5 minutes left here. We're getting ready for some of the festivities. This is homecoming.
Homecoming.
Black
Yes.
and Blue Bowl and homecoming both.
Well,
it's a double.
We've got it. Now, last time
double your pleasure, double your fun tonight, right?
Now, last time we were here, it came down to overtime, and the Turks rolling the dice on a 2-point conversion.
Right.
And ended up losing by 1 point to South Woodby in a barn burner. A great game.
Right, it was. That was a really very competitive game all the way through. So, and but tonight, we got a little important, like I said, Black and Blue Bowl and homecoming, both wrapped into one. So double your pleasure, double your fun. Since we were together last, Brian, they did have another football game. Played at Coopville a week ago tonight, and they came out as a 38-6 winner in that game against Coopville. So that was a nice win for the Turks, and avenging what was, like I said, was a tough loss, losing to South Woodby there right at the end of a very close game the week prior. So the Turks come in. As I look at the standings in the North Sound, I have to keep catching myself. I keep wanting to say Cascade Conference, but it's not the Cascade Conference anymore. It's the North Sound Conference. Coming in with a league record right at the top, we're looking at Kings and Cedar Park Christian. They're playing tonight. They're both 2-0 in league. Kings is playing at Cedar Park tonight, so we'll keep our eyes on the Max Prep scoreboard as getting some updates on that game.
The Turks still hold their own destiny in their hands. I mean,
they do.
If they win out, they can be league champions.
They can, because they have not played.
Unless, of course, South Woodby wins out. But have they had any league games?
Yes, South Woodby. So right now we're looking at Kings at 2-0, Cedar Park at 2-0, South Woodby at 1-1. The Turks also at 1-1, but South Woodby has the head-to-head tiebreaker in that matchup. Granite Falls and Coopville are both 0-2, looking for their first wins tonight. So the Turks right there in the middle of the pack, but like you put it very well. I mean, they still play Kings, they still play Cedar Park. If they can run the table, depending on what South Woodby does. Oh, thank you. They turned the lights on.
Yeah.
I can see
the
now.
lights just went on.
The lights went on.
Not just in here.
Exactly. The lights went on. But again, Kings 2-0, Cedar Park 2-0, South Woodby 1-1, Sultan 1-1, and Granite Falls and Coopville bringing up the rear currently at 0-2. So, big game tonight. Let's look at the other games in the North Sound Conference. Granite Falls here at Sultan, obviously. Kings and Cedar Park, which we have touched on already. That's at Cedar Park. And the final matchup tonight is Coopville versus South Woodby at South Woodby. So we'll keep an eye again on the Max Prep scoreboard. We'll give you updates on those games as they become available throughout the night. So, I mean, coming into this game, Turks, as far as you look at the streaks, Turks have one win. Granite Falls is 0-6. They're on a 6-game losing streak right now. So, what do you think that really plays? How does that play into tonight?
Well, it's a rivalry game.
Right.
I can guarantee you, our friends from Granite Falls are going to bring their best A game tonight.
Yeah, I think they'd like nothing better to get a win, and more importantly, get a win against Sultan in the Black and Blue Bowl.
Well, and there's some kids over there that want to avenge last year's overtime loss,
right,
to our Turks.
Yep. So it's got all the makings of a great game. Homecoming, Black and Blue Bowl, some revenge, elements to it from last year. So it's got everything. I think that we hope everybody is going to enjoy it at home just as much as we're going to enjoy bringing it to you here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics.
All right, and hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's watching from Granite Falls.
Yes, welcome,
and in all of you guys that are all people that are online. And first off, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? And if you can hear us, make sure you pipe in and tell us who you are and what year you graduated from Sultan High School, or if you're just where you are watching the game from.
Yeah, I'm always interested to see where people are tuning in from and what is their affiliation to Sultan High School. Are they an alum? Do they have a grandchild or a child that's there and you're out of town? Or, what's going on? Why are you here? Why are you joining us tonight?
And I'm hoping we have Ryan Fox back on the broadcast again tonight for Ryan's fine facts, fast facts.
You bet.
That he's always good for some trivia when we're looking for material online.
That's right. Especially when it's going to be up Sultan.
And looking online here, I see Pops Wright is watching.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Go Turks.
He's back for another dose of TurkPride.tv.
There we go. All right. Well, we didn't scare him away. That's good. He's coming back for more. So welcome to those of you joining us again on the broadcast. We hope, again, that you enjoy it just as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. Now, I understand, I have not seen executive producer Diamond Dave Moon, but I understand he's got some surprises in store for us tonight is what I've heard.
Well, I heard he's playing with a giant eyeball.
Playing with a giant eyeball. Does that have something to do with Halloween?
You never know, but
I don't know. We'll have to see. David, hopefully he'll get an opportunity to step in the booth and join us a little bit later. So we will welcome him when we get that opportunity. So the teams are kind of completing the last of their warm-ups. Looks like we're going to have the national anthem.
Yeah.
All right.
And we stand and take our hats off.
Let's take a break and observe our flag.
If you would please stand and face the east end of the stadium for the playing of our national anthem by the award-winning Sultan High School marching band under the direction of Mrs. Jill Sumter.
All right. Hey, that, everybody, is the award-winning Sultan High School Sultan Turk Marching Band and Pep Band.
Yes, it is, and they sound fantastic as always. So I think this is the time of the year where they do their competitions and
they do their parades and their
parades and so forth, and we wish them all the best in their upcoming events that they have going on. All right. So we are 30 seconds away. Teams are gathering here on the sidelines. We're going to get ready. We're going to have a kickoff, a Windmill Espresso kickoff.
Windmill Espresso kickoff coming
right up here on TurkPride.tv.
And Derek Barkman, are you there?
Uh-oh. Derek's
just making sure. He's got to make sure.
He's late to the party tonight. Late to the party, but that's
we
all
are
right.
Already almost at 25 live viewers right now.
25, wow.
Yeah, we're at 24 right now. We're almost at 25.
We might break the internet tonight.
Yeah, well, let's
see if we can crash the stream.
Well, looks like the Turks are going to receive this Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up.
All right, so the Turks trotting out with their receiving team, kick receive team. Granite Falls lining up, counting their players out there, getting their lineup established. Granite Falls in their road black pants with the white jerseys and black helmets. Turks in their home dark navy blue with the Columbia blue letters and white helmets.
My favorite uniforms.
Yes.
Hey, we got a kickoff coming. We got a Windmill Espresso kickoff. We got Black and Blue Bowl. We are ready to roll.
We are. Let's sit back, relax, and enjoy as we get ready for Black and Blue Bowl 2018. And we're off. Oh, it's kind of a squibber, bounces, fielded there by the Turks. Hamilton and
Jack
goes forward.
Hamilton.
Jack Hamilton up to the 35, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Turks.
Well, they see you looking down there. Looks like one of our bookends is not playing today.
Yeah.
Looks like one of the decent
One
boys.
of the decent boys.
One of the decent boys is just not.
Ah, okay. Coach really just passed on some information, which we'll share here in a minute about.
We better not.
Okay, well, we will.
All right. Well, Jensen Webster under center for our Turks.
There we go. And handoff.
Oh, right
Phillips.
to Phillips right away.
Pounding straight away, Phillips. All right, game's about a little over 3 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 6. We'll call it 2nd and a long 6 for the Turks.
This is a
little hurry
this
up
is a
offense.
little bit different than what we saw last time we played with them. They had been running primarily out of the shotgun. Now Webster is up under center.
Yeah, they ran a lot of shotgun in the last time that we saw the Turks. And you're right, this is more of a conventional set. Hand off to Phillips over the left
again.
side. Breaks the tackle, breaks into the tackle. Still on his
Beast
feet.
folds his way for a
And
first down.
First down over the yardage marker, just past, and out with the sticks for the Turks.
Grandma Phillips, are you out there watching?
Well, I think that you're going to get a steady dose of Mr. Phillips until they can show that they can stop that young man.
Isaiah Phillips and a cloud of dust.
I like that. That's good. That's good old school football right there. And now we're back to the shotgun.
Now he's back to a shotgun again.
There we go. Split backs.
Oh, they're expecting pass.
Hands off up the middle. Fleming breaks a couple of tackles. Still on his
Fleming's
feet.
were a good 13 yards.
Yeah, even more. I think closer to about 15. 16.
Wow.
16 yards there on that carry. So nice gain by Fleming, and the sticks keep moving. Turks gaining big chunks of yardage. Yet to throw a pass here in this game, and why try when you can gain big chunks of yardage like that on the ground?
There we go again.
And Mr. Webster
back
directing.
in the shotgun.
Yep.
Back in the shotgun again.
Hands off to Phillips. Phillips busts forward for about a gain of 5.
Well, let's talk about the line just busting that line. They dominated the line of scrimmage on that play.
Yeah, so far they look like that they really have done a good job in moving forward. And Granite Falls has got some good-sized boys just from looking here. I haven't looked at the roster specifically, but they do have some size on the defensive line out there. So,
2nd and a long 6 coming up, looks like. Well, we may pass here. You never know.
Nope, hand off again. And short game. Defense pretty nicely there by the Tigers.
Well, this will really, really, really set up the play action later. If they can go out there and establish the run like this.
Keep them honest and make them. You're right. The play action will open that up and.
Oh, our good friend Twanger is back.
Shotgun formation. Split backs. 3rd down and 3 for the Turks. Hand off to the right side. Phillips breaks the tackle, lunges forward, and we have a flag back in the area where you typically will see holding, and that is the call against the Turks. So that will negate what was a nice run and a first down for Phillips and a 10-yard holding penalty.
So we got some of that laundry on the field again.
Boy, that was what game was it? The Cedar Crest game? I can't remember what game it was. There was so many penalties.
Well, the field was literally yellow with flags.
It was horrible, horrible, horrible. between the penalty game and the lightning delay game, we've had a couple of long ones this season so far. You got bonus coverage.
Yeah, well, it's got a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Webster in the shotgun, split backs. And he's going to keep. That's a designed keep. He's going to break one tackle, but he's not quite back to the line of scrimmage. And so what started out very promising, the penalty takes you back, and now you're in a 4th and long situation. Probably going to look to punt here. Well, I take that back. They are going to go here at 4th and about 12.
Well, a lot of times they'll quick kick out of this.
And yes, you are correct. That's, I think, the right call to do there.
And that does the job for the Turks.
And that is a nice punt. That's going to go down to the 5-yard line.
Well, Billy K. Cutter back on the broadcast. Welcome, welcome.
So as I'm looking here, Brian, at the season statistics for Granite Falls has had a really hard time scoring. They've only scored 33 points in total in 6 games this season. So they're averaging about 5 points per game. They have given up 191 points. So their defense has had a really hard time stopping people, and they haven't scored a whole lot, which is a recipe that probably explains their 0-6 record right now. But this will be our first chance, first time Tigers on offense. And short run up the middle for a gain of about 1.
I'll give them a long 2 on that.
Maybe 2.
All right, we have confirmation. We have sound out there. Our listening audience, which is now up to 31, is they're just being kind of quiet right now. But I'm sure they'll start popping in here in a few minutes. Well, that's too bad for the Turks. You know, they had a promising drive get started there, but you know, with them being able to run the ball like that, that'll help set things up for later.
Yeah, that bodes well for the remainder of the game. I mean, they were doing well. Penalty and a couple of miscues stymied that drive, but we'll continue to see more of that, I'm sure. Handoff left side, and back fights forward for just a couple more. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 4. Oh, no, I take that back. 2nd and about.
All right.
3rd and 2.
Well, hopefully my friends at work are munching on pizza in the lunchroom and watching this broadcast during their lunch. Hey, guys, miss you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the pizza. To my crew down there at the EMC, here's a shout out. I'll give you another one in a few minutes just in case you're.
Did you buy pizza?
I did. I bought pizza. We bought pizza for them tonight. Oh, big 4th down. He did. I don't think he made that.
You didn't bring us any pizza. I don't see any pizza up here in the booth.
Well, no,
Well, you send pizza to other people. You don't bring us any pizza.
It costs
Brian,
money.
You're killing me, man.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No, all right, 4th and 1 for the Tigers, deep in their own zone.
Well, what do you do here? Well, Turks don't have anybody deep. Are they going for it? No, I doubt it.
Yeah, they're going to go back in a.
You know what? Just let them quick kick it from there. Oh,
nope, he goes for it. They get it.
He makes it.
You know, I guess when you're 0-6, Brian, you know, why not?
Well, hey,
why not?
You know, I told you that
I think that, you know, when you get to be 0-6, you're going to roll the dice. What do you got to lose? So, Tigers were able to convert into first down, move the sticks, and to keep this drive alive. All right.
Well, you know, when I play Madden, I hardly ever punt.
You hardly ever punt.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, look who saunters in. Mr. Moon.
Diamond Dave
Moon, producer extraordinaire. And we have a timeout, Granite Falls. So the Tigers are going to talk things over. Again, they got their first down here of the game. Turks, for those of you just joining us, had a very promising drive that got stalled out by a penalty. And the Granite Falls getting their first opportunity. So, David, what are you up to here, Dave? Why don't you jump on here and chat with us for a moment. Let him get a headset on. Now, Dave, we've heard that there might have some surprises tonight. Is that true or not true? Or
hey, guys.
Is that just a rumor?
It's a rumor. There's no surprises tonight.
I heard you were playing with a big eyeball.
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out. I said, is that like a Halloween thing, like a big eye?
Yeah, it
didn't work out.
It kind of Yeah.
We'll just let that go. So,
We are. We're going to let it go.
but I understand you're not going to be with us the entire time tonight. You're needing to have another commitment. Is that correct, sir?
Correct. I will be leaving early.
Oh.
I have 7 producers out there, which is
7 producers. I think.
Is that a new record?
I got 1 commitment and 7 arrivals.
Wow, that's awesome.
I know, right?
Awesome.
I wish it was 7 commitments and 7 arrivals, but
Yeah, exactly. Oh, whoa, we got a flag whistle before.
Well, that's going to be
Illegal shift
a
or-
procedure penalty against Granite Falls there.
Yeah, so, we're expecting an exciting game tonight. Black and Blue Bowl, homecoming, everything. It's got all the elements of a great game. And glad to see the feed looks like it's going well, and we've got everything going. So hopefully everybody's
sound is working.
sound is amazing right now.
Feed
and
went on
everything's
right
looking
away.
good.
That's what we like.
And hey, we already hit 35 live viewers. I mean, it's gone down a couple.
We're going to
since
break
then,
the internet tonight, Dave.
Let's do it.
We're going to break the
Challenge
internet.
accepted.
We want to know where you're watching from and who you're watching for, and this is our homecoming edition. So, what year did you graduate from Sultan, or what year did you graduate high school? Go ahead and tell us. Don't be shy.
All right, we're back to action. It's 1st and 15 for the Tigers. Shotgun formation. Quarterback goes back, throws out in the flat, complete to number 25. But tackled almost
Caden
immediately.
Hardwick. Nice defense there. Didn't get beat deep.
Gain of 6. Going to go to 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long day if the Granite Falls is able to throw the ball, though.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
It's early on. This is, like I said, the records. If you look purely at the records, you would think this should be very lopsided.
Now, look, there's a little
we'll see what
small
happens.
bit of a change out there. Got Hardwick and Jensen at the corners, and Jack Hamilton playing strong safety right now.
Shut the door.
Shotgun formation. Single
we got a
step
blitz
back
coming.
for the Tigers. They're coming. Run. He's going to turn it into a keeper. Breaks around the corner and comes forward for a short gain. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 5.
That wasn't a planned keeper.
It wasn't. It wasn't. That was out of necessity. 3rd and 5 for the Tigers from their own 25-yard line. So, again, they started very deep in their own zone with a nice quick kick executed by the Turks and pinned the Tigers deep. So they got a long ways to go to get into a scoring position.
Well, by the way, it is now 3rd and 5. 4:52 left to go here in this first period. 0-0 is our score.
And going to step back in. Shotgun formation again. Split backs. And snaps. Hands over on the left side. Breaks it back over to the right. Nice hit. But still on his feet.
That's going to be. He looks like. That's going to be really, really
It's going
close.
to depend on the spot.
And probably about half the length of a football. If it depends on which foot he uses on that.
Yeah, Braden Counselor ran that number 1.
Well, then
for the
if
Tigers.
you went for it 4th and 1 recently, you're going to go for it 4th and 1.
I don't see any reason that they wouldn't.
See no reason why you're not going to go for it here. I think And hey, Granite Falls is playing the game. Slow the game down. Limit possessions.
They've given up a lot of points on defense, so they do want to get that time of possession in their favor and keep the ball out of the Turks' hands. And thus far, this has been a good drive. Very slow developing.
And
he's going to make it.
He's going to. Yeah, he'll make that barely.
Just barely over the 30, and it's going to move the chains. So two went for it twice. Now on 4th down, they've been successful both times on short yardage situations, and keeps the drive alive and keeps the clock running. So, Dave, how are we doing on other fall sports? We're getting towards the middle point, second half of the season now. How things going in our other sports on TurkPride.tv?
So far so good. We've had a great season. We've been able to stream everything. We've been having to have good content on everything.
Awesome.
I feel really good about this season.
Very good. Well, it just gets better every year. Gets easier and easier and better. Pitch to the right. Got a lead blocker out in front of him. Still on his feet. Breaks no tackle. Breaks loose. He's on his way. Running down the sidelines. Giving chase by the Turks. Misses him again and forces out of bounds. But a big gain for the Tigers. And that's Counselor. 50-yard gain, I'm hearing. Wow. All right. Wow. 20 down at the 23, so all of a sudden, just like that, the Tigers are in scoring.
Well, he he just doubled everybody's yardage in one.
Well, they had
run.
the pitch. They had a nice lead by the fullback. Gave him a nice block on the edge to allow him to get around that corner. And once he got past that first line,
once
in that
corner,
second tier,
that corner has to cut that has to move
yeah,
that back.
and they
in.
did a nice job sealing that off and letting him get around the edge. Shotgun formation, single setback for the Tigers. Hand off, number 44 up the middle. Bounces off a couple of tacklers, still on his feet. Gain of about 3 yards, looks like, on the play. Seth Harris. And keep in mind, for halftime, we'll have the homecoming festivities. I believe we have the royalty, announcing of the royalty, and all the festivities and regalia that goes into homecoming.
And we got our Sultan Turk marching band at
That's
halftime
right.
coming out to perform.
Lots of good stuff, so be sure you stay with us at halftime here on TurkPride.tv. Rolling out.
Oh, the ball comes out!
I
The
think
Turks fire on it! That is going to be Turk ball.
is that a fumble or an incomplete pass?
That is a fumble.
Oh, yes, it is a
Turk
fumble.
ball.
It is a fumble.
Hashtag Turks first.
His arm was not going forward. Let's look
Anybody
at
out
the
there's
replay on
wondering,
that.
if anybody's out there wondering, I am a homer.
Yeah, I'll apologize for my colleague here in advance. No, that's all good. Let's look at this in replay here, Brian. So he's rolling to his left. Yeah, it's hard to tell from that angle, but referee ruled that his arm was not going forward. So
Well, I ruled it a fumble, so that's why
You
it's
did.
going
Oh,
good.
okay, good.
And
good.
it's
all that matters.
It's all that
That's all that
I
matters.
ruled it a fumble on that.
Brian
so.
ruled it a fumble. And Brian's on the Christmas card club with the Snohomish County Officials
Yeah,
Association. right?
absolutely. I'm their number one fan.
The number one fan.
And then and if the team at work, oh look, they're right there. Wow, thanks pizza, they are there. That's one of my employees, Meet Lee, has got on and logged on, and
Well, tell them send some pizza over here.
so hey guys, go in and subscribe. We can use all the subscribers we can get.
Yeah.
Oh, please hit that subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button.
Hit the
And we got
subscribe
timeout Turks.
So Meet Lee, did you have some of the taco pizza?
You're killing me here. You're talking about how you bought pizza for somebody else. You didn't bring us any pizza.
What?
Right,
With your
right.
salary, you couldn't afford to bring us pizza?
Oh, I see over there the hot dog and soda that is part of his bloated contract. I see that. Yeah.
0 times 0 is still 0, guys.
Now, Brian, I have to share this with you. I started this before the last game. Got a chance to go for the first time to Husky Stadium since they revamped Husky Stadium. Got to watch BYU and UW play 2 weeks ago.
Remember, you told
Oh,
me. I was jealous when you told
tickets.
me about it.
Get this. You're gonna be even more jealous. The tickets, 11 rows up on the 50-yard line.
Wow.
I told you needed to give me your ticket.
We were on the visitor side, so the BYU team was right in front of us. Literally, we could hear what the coaches were like yelling to the players. It was really cool. Had a great time. Give a shout out to my buddy Charles for inviting me. We had a tailgate, extended tailgate before and somebody that in their group actually lives like 3 blocks from the stadium. We tailgated at their house and we walked over to the stadium, watched the game. It was fantastic.
All right, big
All right.
2nd and 8 coming up for the Turks. Are we going to throw here? Oh, we're going to go.
Oh, tripped up though.
Nice defensive tackle there.
Yeah, nice penetration by the Tigers in stopping Phillips. That's the best stop that they've had of run so far.
Yeah, so far that's the best stop.
I think
that
they're kind
they've
of keying. Now's the time to talk about that play action, I think, Brian.
Well,
Start keeping them honest because they're really playing the run tough.
had. Well, we know Jensen Webster can really, really, really throw it. So
Yeah, I think
now might be
yet
the
to-
time. But they
Oh, that's a
he's going
design
to take
keeper.
off. He's going to take off with the ball.
Ooh, he got stopped hard.
Webster took a big shot there, and that looks like just a very short gain, maybe no gain. And is Webster still down?
Yeah, he's a little slow to get
Yeah,
up. It
he's
looks like the Turks are going to have to punt.
Yeah, slow to get up, and he needs to just take his time. He took his helmet off, and we've got looks like a trainer from Granite Falls has made their way over there. Looks like Coach Murphy's heading over there, Coach Wright's heading over there, and Webster's just kind of sitting there with his helmet off. He's on standing, but has his helmet off, kind of head down. And I wondered if he got his bell rung a little bit on that. He took a pretty hard hit. The looked like maybe the cornerback or something or safety came up pretty hard and put a good lick on him on that side.
There's none. He has to come off for
He's got to come off. Yeah, but he's trotting off under his own power.
He's going to be just fine.
That's
One thing I know about our man, Jensen Webster, is he'll bounce back and be just fine.
Yeah, we had him a couple of games ago where it looked like he had sustained a shoulder injury right before halftime. Comes out in the second half and played great. So
and he still had to, threw a nice touchdown pass with that shoulder in overtime.
Yeah, so he's a tough kid, no doubt. But we'll see. They may hold him out just for a few plays, just so that make sure that he's okay.
Caden Hardwick's probably back there getting ready to punt that away. Do they have who is the backup punter?
Yes. Oh, and it's a quick kick.
Oh, a nice kick.
On the fourth
Good
down.
job.
Good job. That's going to get a nice little roll, too.
That takes the Turk bounce down to the 21-yard line.
21.
Nice Turk bounce on that.
It is. Nice Turk roll. It was like just kind of rolled and rolled and rolled and rolled.
Well, Caden Hardwick is like a fine wine. He just gets better with time.
You just stay up at night thinking of these things up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So speaking of the Huskies, big game tomorrow against the Ducks.
Oh, yeah. 12:30, baby.
The dreaded Ducks at 12:30 down at Autzen Stadium in Eugene.
Go Dogs.
And go Dogs is right. So big game tomorrow for the Huskies. Trying to really take command of the Pac-12 North tomorrow with the victory over Oregon.
Did you know we only have 45 seconds left to go in this first quarter? And we have a 0-0 tie.
Oh, yeah, first play, we got some action going here, Brian. Sorry.
That's all right.
That was the Tigers. First and now it's going to bring up about 2nd and 8. Gain of about 2.5. And you were right. We're getting close on time. This has been a quick first quarter. Only one penalty and a lot of running plays, so it's kept the clock going.
I've only seen one pass.
One so far.
And that's been different.
Both teams have definitely trying to establish that run game and pound on the ground.
Well, they're definitely taking their A game with them today.
Hand off over the left side, breaks the tackle, and surges forward over the 30, close to a first down, but I think he'll be just a little short. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 1. Yeah. 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. And I bet even if they don't make it on 3rd, they'll go for it on 4th down.
I'll bet you they will.
They're 2 for 2 so far in 4th down attempts and corresponding conversions. So
there are people that play Madden that never punt.
Yeah, like you.
Like me.
Like you. And breaks back over the right side. Still on his feet. And brought down.
That's a planned counter on that.
And that's Counselor. He's the one that broke that 47-yard gain, Brian, on their last possession. He's got some good speed once he gets through. Not extremely big. He's only 5'9". But once he gets through that first line of the defenders, he's got the speed to kind of break out.
Well, he definitely did a good job of cutting that back. I mean, and that's a plan. I looked like that was planned. There's a quick cut, and you can't teach quickness like that.
No. And we got one quarter in the books.
Oh, wow.
0-0. So we got a great game, good competitive game thus far. First 12 minutes are in the books, and we'll be heading to quarter number 2 here in just a moment. So 44.
We're at 44 live viewers.
Dave Moon, can the stream handle this kind of volume?
Like you said, we're going to break the internet.
Break the internet, by golly. We are going to break the internet. So 0-0 here. There we go. So, Brian, what are your thoughts reflecting back on the first period?
Well, going into the game, I could tell you that
both teams want to really run.
Turnovers.
Turnovers, yeah. I think that the turnover and that untimely penalty that the Turks had on their first drive probably cost them a touchdown.
Well, I think they were going to go down and score on
They
that.
were really
They had that momentum. and Granite Falls is playing really disciplined right now.
Well, I think that they
Oh, nice job,
for
Josh Ford, built Ford tough.
I think for Granite Falls, they kind of this is kind of their season, right here.
Chris Hamburg. Chris Hamburg on the broadcast. Welcome, Chris.
Welcome.
Class of 96. Cindy Bowie on the broadcast. Class of 86.
All right. So Granite Falls continues. It's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Tigers.
Oh.
Oh!
Way to get your hands up in the air.
Tyler Deason with a deflection.
Tyler Deason.
He's a big kid. Gets those big paws up in the air and knocked that one down. And Granite Falls looks very, very, very appropriately attired for Halloween with their black and orange uniforms. Right there, they fit right in October.
Derek Bargman, are you there in Nebraska? Calling Derek Bargman.
He took the night. He must have taken the night off, huh?
Oh, yeah, no. He's got 2 boys.
Yeah,
two boys, one on the way. You got Burke and Brooks and soon to be Boston. What a great name.
RBs. I love that.
Oh, Boston. I love that. Well, it's like going to be offsides probably on the Turks there.
Does that mean he has to be a Red Sox fan? Big series.
Yeah, big series.
Houston and Boston.
Well, I was listening to the game.
ALCS series.
I was listening to the game, and it was 1-0 Dodgers against Milwaukee.
Dodgers in Milwaukee.
And
Houston.
Kershaw's on the mound, and in the 3rd inning, the relief pitcher went up to lead off the inning.
Yeah.
And he hit a home run.
Wow.
And the next thing you know, it's 3-1 Milwaukee.
Yeah. Milwaukee it's impressed me so far. Milwaukee swept their way into the NLCS, and Dodgers had to do a little harder against Atlanta, but should be interesting. All right, back to action, 4th down here. Oh, and it looks like the Tigers are actually going to punt this time. Back in a traditional punting formation. And snap is deep, but no rush. And nice kick by the Tigers. It's going to take a bounce, and a bounce, and a bounce.
Yeah, stay away from it. That's way too close there.
And he's like, push.
No. Don't
and
don't
down
get
on
that
about what the
close.
12 or 13 yard line, it looks like. Where it's going to be 1st down. And then we look at turning our attention to the NFL, where it basically looks like the Chiefs and the Rams are kind of the elite of the both AFC and NFC right now, both undefeated.
Well,
thus far.
Look at those numbers, guys. They're climbing.
Yeah,
Feel free to share that.
There we go.
Make us look good.
We just broke 50, guys. That is awesome. And
all right, yes, David, we will get to that here in just a moment when we find an appropriate break to give it the attention it deserves. Handoff. Is that Fleming?
I think the Turks are going to have to start throwing the ball just a little bit.
I think the Turks, Brian, I'm not sure. I don't want to say that they underestimated Granite Falls, but Granite Falls is playing tough. I mean, they really are. I think they're playing better than their record indicates. That coming in as an 0-6 team, you would think that this might have been fairly easy, but it has been anything but thus far.
Is that Fleming again? That's good for a Sultan Turk. Is that a 1st down? Big old 3rd and 1 coming up for the Turks. Of course, they're all big plays, right?
They're all big.
Yeah. Stating the obvious. That'll get you a contract to do baseball.
That's a Ron Fairleyism right
yeah,
there.
Absolutely.
The team that scores the most points will probably win.
Yeah, you think?
Oh, that's going to be an offsides.
Now, I want you to notice that is Caden Hardwick
It is.
is playing quarterback right now for the Turks.
Right. Jensen Webster is still on the sidelines going through a concussion protocol, looks like, Brian. So they will keep him out.
Until they're sure.
I apologize. That may not be correct. I apologize. But he is on the sidelines right now.
Isaiah Phillips and a clot of dust.
There we go.
Somebody get him some Skittles.
Speaking of that, the Seahawks are going to be playing the Raiders this weekend.
10 o'clock.
Marshawn Lynch, first time back against his old team. Or the playing in Merry Old England.
Merry Old England.
Merry Old England. That'll be interesting to see.
I think it's rubbish that they have to
10
play there.
a.m. start, I believe, Pacific time for the Seahawks and the Oakland Raiders. And
Caden Hardwick for that Sultan Turk first down.
He gets the first down.
All right. Hopefully I did good with the pizza, guys. I'll see you guys on
All right,
Monday.
it is first down. Ball sits at the 43-yard line of the Turks.
54. This is our highest football broadcast except for the playoff game last year against Nooksack.
Playoffs?
We just want to win a game.
We just want to win a game. Playoffs.
We are who they thought they were.
Yes, that's.
Oh, Hardwick again.
Oh, tough yardage, tough running there for not too many yards.
What do you guys think of that camera work tonight, huh?
I think it's good. I think it's very good.
Yeah.
As long as we can keep those stupid steel poles out of the way, right?
I got a big metal line through my screen.
Yeah. What is that big gray thing?
Fleming again.
Yeah, Fleming.
Oh, that's too bad.
Tripped up. Third down.
Well,
It's
we'll
gonna
slow
be
to get up.
about 3rd and 5.
Oh, they've taken the shoulder pads off of Jensen Webster.
Yes, I see that.
So
And Phillips is going to trot off there. Looks like he's holding his right thigh just a little bit. And taking a helmet to the thigh there. Old Charlie horse possibly.
well, Phillips is not in there. That's all right. Well, it looks like we're going to have to punt again. We're going to have
No, it's third. Third down.
Oh, it's third.
Yeah,
okay.
3rd and about 6.
Hardwick
Yeah, it's a screen.
gets it to Ford.
And hit,
Oh.
stood up. Now it's 4th and 4.
Well, I definitely think you punt here.
I think so
Especially
too. I think this game's got all the trappings here, Brian, of being close. I mean, we're now 8 minutes, just under 8 minutes remaining until halftime. No score yet. So these teams are really kind of just battling back and forth right now.
Well, looks like
Now trying to get him to jump off sides. Now they're going to go for it.
and he's not going to make that.
And he's not going to make it. No. That didn't look real good right from the get-go there. All right, we want to. Diamond Dave Moon handed us here a piece of paper, and this is a letter,
Correct?
an old school letter on a piece of paper, not an email. And I'll read it here. It says, "Our granddaughter plays multiple sports at Sultan High, and we greatly appreciate being able to watch her on TurkPride.tv since we do not live in the area. Please use this contribution towards needed equipment. Thank you for all you do for our students." And it's signed Tim and Lynn Foley. So, Tim and Lynn, we really appreciate your support of TurkPride.tv and the work that we do here. It's a labor of love, and we hope you're with us tonight enjoying the broadcast.
Oh, nice
Hit. Nice, strong running.
Well,
nice
he got
finish.
9 yards out of it, but that was a nice hit by Caden Hardwick.
It was. Nice finish.
So, you guys, just one last thing. That came with a $200 check.
Well,
I
that's
saw that.
incredible.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
Now, that didn't go as a bonus towards Brian, did it? Brian didn't get. Did you get two? I saw you with a couple of.
He is
$100
flaunting
bills.
pizza,
Yeah.
you know.
You guys
You're buying
see what I
pizza.
have to put up
You're
with out
buying
here.
pizza. You're throwing money around. I tell you. Must be,
Yeah, I see how you guys
Now
are.
it makes sense, Brian. No, we are joking. That money we put to good use
Absolutely.
here at TurkPride.tv. We give Brian a hard time, but we are all volunteers, right? Brian, you don't get paid, right?
I get paid in joy. And not almond joy.
And that's going to be a first down. Joy.
So,
I do this for the joy. The
do you
almond
know?
joy.
Do you know
I know
why
a lot
I
of
was?
things.
Do you know why I was scared to get on the elevator?
No.
Because it was a freight elevator.
Wah, wah.
Don't become a comedian, right? You give up your day job.
Yeah, keep with building airplanes.
Yeah. You're not Jerry Seinfeld, all right?
I'll let my crew do the help of the building of the airplanes. They do a really good job. They do a bang-up job there at the Everett Modification Center.
Hand off, left side. I've been pretty impressed with the running game from the Tigers so far tonight. I think they've matched the Turks run for run as far as being able to move the ball. Both teams on the ground have been pretty successful. Haven't been able to finish yet, but been successful in consistently moving the ball up and down the field, moving the sticks.
We've only had one big play, and it may come down to who's able to get that big play.
That's correct. Hand off 44 on the left side. We got a penalty flag thrown in the fray.
That's going to be a hold.
Probably holding. That's usually where that takes place.
Yep.
But really, so far, Brian, the tale of this game is the untimely penalty that happened after Phillips' run down here, which got the ball back to Granite Falls, and then Granite Falls' turnover when they were really moving the ball down on the other end. So those are really the tale of this game, keeping us at the 0-0 score that we currently find ourselves at. 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes remaining here in the second quarter in a 0-0 tie. Hope you're enjoying this just as much as we're enjoying bringing it to you on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics.
Well, you're going to throw the ball to the flat on this one. It's going to be a slant.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh,
How
man.
did he get out of that?
Beautiful footwork there.
Get him in the backfield there, and then you can get to fourth down, and then they have to punt it.
Yeah.
Now, if they get 3 or 4 yards, they're going to go for it again.
Counselor's got very quick feet. He's has extremely quick feet. I mean, he just bounces all over the place. Very elusive, very hard to tackle.
Well, he's been their workhorse so far, and he's no longer.
He's in the slot, and he's going to come and back in a split.
They're going to do that exact same play again. Oh, look we got a
Third
blitz.
and 8.
We've got a blitz brewing.
Nope, that's a pass. Across the middle, wide open, overthrows number 9.
Ty Wagner on the defense there.
That would have been a touchdown, Brian,
Yep.
if he'd have connected on that one, because he just let him just a little too much. 4th and 8. They're going to go here, Brian.
Well, why not?
Why not?
And you know what? I mean,
Can't kick a field goal from here. They're not going to, not going to punt. They're going to go. So 4th and 8. Tigers have definitely shown they are not shy and going for it on 4th down. This will be their third such attempt. They've been successful on the prior 2. They are 2 for 2 and trying for 3 for 3 here. But this one just a little bit longer than the last couple tries.
Yeah,
at 4th and 8. Back to pass. It's going deep.
and the receiver gave up on it a little bit.
Yeah, he
there.
did. I think he just.
So we got a compliment from Billy K. Cutter. Really good broadcast. Well, we do have 7 experienced producers here tonight. We should hopefully have somebody that can run the camera tonight and do a good job.
Dave, now Diamond Dave Moon, executive producer extraordinaire, is with us. Do we really need 7 producers, Dave? Do we really we don't need 7 producers.
You know what? Look what we get when we have 7 producers.
It's incredible.
So maybe we do need 7 producers.
7 producers. All right, Caden Hardvick back, handing off to
Josh Ford
over the right side.
Josh Ford for 5. Josh Ford, built Ford tough.
Nice run by Ford. Drags a couple of people forward. And we'll call it 4th, 2nd, 6 for the Turks. Just over 4.5 minutes remaining here before halftime.
Now, they've taken his shoulder pads off. And
Yeah, we're not going to see him again this half, so we'll see.
hopefully next half.
Hopefully
maybe.
next half. Like I said, the young man had his. I remember a couple games ago he had his shoulder pads off, and he came back and had a great second half.
Well, nothing there on that one.
Yeah, that's a loss.
Isaiah Phillips on that.
No gain. I take that back. No gain on the play. 3rd and 6
I see that.
from the 40.
Thanks, Billy.
54 on the broadcast.
Of course
I'd like
you
to
do.
welcome each and every one of you here to TurkPride.tv and timeout Turks.
Timeout Sultan with a little under 4 minutes left in the half.
Just under 4 minutes remaining. Still 0-0 tie in a very hard-fought, evenly matched game. Brian, this game thus far, even though it reminds me a lot of that South Whitby game. It was a lot of back and forth, 2 very even teams. That's what we're seeing here tonight. A lot more running the football than we saw in that game, but again, I think these teams are definitely more evenly matched than the records might indicate.
Well, I would say that's a lot less penalties, but if I did, then we would have
Great.
penalties.
Thanks. Now we're going to be here till 11 o'clock tonight. Thanks, Brian. Would you like to talk about the weather and maybe bring some lightning in also too, and we can have some.
You
lightning
had
delay?
to go there. You had to go there.
I did, my friend. I did.
Sometimes I work with you, and my favorite song is "The Sound of Silence."
Sound of silence. Little Simon and Garfunkel, huh?
Nah, we love you, man.
Oh, likewise.
I see you spent your entire cruise vacation coming up with material, Brian.
I did. You didn't like? Did you like my elevator joke?
Did you do like where they have like amateur night and those stand-up
No.
clubs? Did you jump up and grab the microphone and start doing
No.
like improv jokes?
I did.
Hi, how you doing out there tonight, everyone?
How you doing?
I just flew in. Boy, are my arms tired.
Yeah, exactly. Hi.
All-star penalty against the Turks.
Oh, that's not good. Not on 3rd and
Did
5.
somebody just say something about penalty flags? Is that somebody in this booth that just said something about penalty flags?
Brian, why are you hiding under the table?
Yeah.
I can't believe Derek Barkman's not here.
All right, 3rd and 11 for the Turks. Shotgun formation, back to pass. Harvick steps up. Evades the tackler.
Get rid of-
Don't
throw it up for grabs.
No.
You just got to take the sack there, Brian. You can't just throw it up like that. He just threw up a lame duck, and they just ran right underneath it. He definitely would like to get that one back, but all right. So a turnover on the interception over to the Tigers. They're going to get it back about where they gave it up just a few plays before. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Granite Falls from the Sultan 41-yard line.
All right.
First and 10 for 41.
Well, they were able
Shotgun
to.
formation.
You're going to see them go deep, maybe even this series.
3 minutes and 47 seconds remaining. Handoff. Oh, stopped for a loss. Red.
Josh Ford, built Ford tough.
Read nicely there by Mr. Ford. Tackles the runner behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 3. And 2nd and 13 for the Tigers.
Well, that's good. You got to get them going the other direction. Hey, we only got 3 minutes and 22 seconds left to go.
It's been a very quick, very briskly paced game.
It's not even 8 o'clock yet.
It's been, well, Brian, don't jinx this. This makes up for the 2 11 o'clock games that we've had so far this season. The Lightning game.
I like being on
the,
there.
the
I don't know what you're talking
the
about.
hanky game and the Lightning game that we've had so far this year. And off the right side over to right tackle. And defense nicely. Yeah, short gain of maybe 1. Hey, there's a bonus. If we do get done early tonight, that means I get to go home and watch my favorite TV show.
TurkPride.tv?
Gold Rush is on. I love Gold Rush. The season premiere of Gold Rush tonight from 9 to 11 on Discovery Channel.
I'll tell you what,
I like Gold
Johnson's
Rush a lot.
Skyscraper is out. I'll tell you, it's out on rental now. So
there you go.
I'm looking forward to that.
You gotta like The Rock. And that sweep, that was a big play before Counselor. And
Oh.
Turks defend it much
Oh,
better.
Josh Ford in on the stop again. And who else? Who was that masked man? Oh, and Jack Hamilton's in on the stop there.
Defense much better that time than the one that got them about 47 yards on that exact same play.
He lumberjacked him down.
He did.
Does that work?
Not bad.
Maybe.
Not bad. Maybe.
We know Build Ford Tough works, but
That's right.
anyway. Big fourth down. Of course, they're all big.
They're all big.
Now, watch.
Fourth
He's
and
going to
9.
throw the ball.
No, they're going to
He's out
quick.
on
They're
the-
going to quick kick here, I think.
No, they're throwing the ball here. The Turks have
Yep, you're
not
right.
shown.
Oh, and he's wide open.
Nope.
Oh, they didn't
And
call.
no laundry on the ground.
Could have thrown it, but did not. Chose to keep his hanky in his pocket, and they're going to turn it over on downs. So, Dave, you just don't know what to do with yourself, right? You got so much help here.
Right?
Dave Moon's this is the longest he's ever been in the booth with us. He's usually out fighting fires and running cameras and fixing streams and stuff
This
like
this
that.
is the way it's supposed to be, right here. Right.
This is the way it's supposed to work.
I just need a stool.
You just need a stool. That's
Yeah.
right. You need that.
Hardwick still in at quarterback.
Oh, with the fumble.
Oh,
and picked up by the Tigers. Wow.
So we just keep shooting ourselves in the foot.
Number 54 scooped that right up for the Tigers, and it landed right in his belly button there. And just that quick, it's back to Granite Falls.
You know, sooner or later, they're going to hook up on that deep ball.
He's
It's
open,
getting closer and closer and closer.
and he throws a very catchable ball. I mean, it's got a nice arc to it. It's fairly, doesn't have a lot of zip on it. So it's a very catchable ball. He just needs to get it there.
If I get a lot on this first down. Oh, there's nobody in the back. Oh, there it is. If I get a chance to go deep, I'm going to try that again.
Penalty.
Well, that's against the offense.
We got to delay a game, or too many
Robert,
men on the field, or what we got?
legal procedure, I believe.
Oh, procedure. Ball start. Minute 15 left here in the first half, Brian. So this, in all likelihood, will be the last possession of the second half.
Turks can get out of this without giving up a score. You know, it's good. They have to kick off to Granite Falls, so keeping them from scoring here is going to be really important.
I think you're going to see, like you said, Granite Falls open it up a little bit, play a little pitch and catch here, and see if they can try to get one in the end zone before halftime.
Yeah, they're going to go after it again.
Fake to Counselor.
Oh,
Pass up, there he is. He's wide open. And we talked about that, Brian. It was just a matter of time. Those guys were open, and he just kept missing them.
Well, those coaches next to us in the booth over here,
maybe they're listening. Maybe they're listening on TurkPride.tv.
No, I doubt that.
Yeah. All right, nice pass and completion by the Tigers, and they score first with just over a minute remaining here in the first half, leading 6-0. Point upcoming.
Well, they got the matchup. They got the matchup that they wanted, and they exploited it.
And the kick is up, and
they're going to have to. The Turks are going to have to not leave their corners on an island out there.
Yeah, they're going to need to drop somebody else back, keep a safety back there, free safety back there to roam and come over and double on that coverage, because he was quite open.
Yeah,
and that was not the first time that he's been open. It's just he's missed him up until then.
Well, if you saw the play, and I watched the receiver coming on the play, and he had a nice move.
That was caught by number 9. I don't even see number 9 on the roster.
Yeah, I don't see
him. So I do apologize. We would love to recognize, for any Granite Falls fans, the recipient of that catch there, but unfortunately on the roster that was provided to us, I do not see number 9 listed. But a nice catch by that young man, and that's going to put the Turks up. The Turks now trail 7-0. Let me see if I can endeavor to jump on Max Preps and see if we can get some scores, maybe, Brian, on some of these other games here.
Well, just
happening
so
in the
everybody
North South
knows,
Conference.
we are going to just let you enjoy the halftime show.
Yes.
We're going to just let the cameras roll and let the band entertain you. And I believe there might even be some fireworks going on out there. We'll find out.
So while the band is taking the field, I'm going to go ahead and play the highlights of the play game of the last home game.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
At the 40, it'll be 1st and 10.
Okay.
Well, what do you do here? You know, if you're Granite Falls, you're blitzing like nobody's business right now.
All right, we do not have a score on Kings and Cedar Park. They do not have a in-game reporter assigned, so I don't have a score there.
Fleming,
Fleming carries for the yard.
and that's
And we'll get her 2nd and 9.
well, still only 50 seconds left to go. Time is a ticking. If we can get a big play here. There goes Fleming again. Yeah, they're just good. Turks are content to just run the ball and go in and make their adjustments at halftime.
27 seconds, 20 seconds remaining, and I think you're right. It's just gonna let the clock run out and go into halftime and regroup and re-strategize and see what they can do to get on the board. No, maybe get one more.
We are.
No,
That's gonna be it?
Not gonna get it off, and that's halftime. All right, we make our way to half in what has been an evenly matched contest between two teams. Granite Falls and Sultan here at the
It
Black
came
and Blue
down
Bowl.
to the big play.
It did. So 7-0 Granite Falls. Great halftime show. Stay with us, and we'll let you enjoy all the festivities, and we'll be back for the second half.
I'm gonna take my headset off and be dad for a while.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
See you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first part of our homecoming halftime entertainment, we have the Sultan High School Turk marching Our junior princess this year is Maddie Jeffries. Her nicknames include Madison, MJ, Mad Dog, and Captain Water Bottle. Her parents are Kevin and Renee Jeffries, and her favorite childhood memory is making up dances with her sister and cousin. Her most embarrassing moment was at marching band practice falling down on the sidewalk with a bass drum and maybe peeing her pants because she was laughing so hard. Her future plans are to win America's Got Talent for competitive cup stacking, and her dream job would be a Walmart greeter. Maddie is escorted tonight by senior prince Obed Cushing. Obed's nicknames include Obot, Slowbed, Bebo, Beto, and Moped. His favorite childhood memory is playing Fantastic Four at recess in kindergarten with Gabe. His most embarrassing moment, says Coach Brumley, your entire freshman year of basketball. His future plans, he wants to be Scott Sifferman when he grows up, and his dream job would be to be a TA for Miss Lynch. Obed Cushing and Maddie Jeffries. Our first senior princess tonight is Ashley Evans, nicknamed Ace. Ashley's parent and guardian, Marizelle Estevido and Polly Cunningham. Her favorite childhood memory or toy was growing up with the love of her life, her dog, Bongo, a.k.a. the goodest boy. Her most embarrassing moment during a soccer game when the ball went past the keeper, so her instincts said, stick your hand out and stop the ball. She was wrong and she got yellow carded. Her future plans are to be an interior decorator and hopefully pay off her mom's bills. Her dream job would be working with and taking care of sloths at a sanctuary, or literally doing nothing for money. Ace Evans. Ace is being escorted tonight by senior prince Gabe DeBach. Gabe's nickname is Gabriel, or Daddy DeBach, and his parents are Barb and Mike DeBach. His favorite childhood memory is Obed. An embarrassing moment, he says, as a young chap, I jumped on an electric fence meant for moles and might have peed myself in front of my family. His future plans are to go to the Air Force ROTC program, and his dream job would be a high-ranking member of the Space Force. Gabe DeBach and Ace Evans. And our last senior princess is Nina Frame. Her nickname is Foster's sister, and her parents are senior Glenn Jam and Padre #1 fan Frame and Margaret Frame, the sweetest woman on earth. Her favorite childhood memory is one time she moved to Africa. An embarrassing moment, she says one time she went to a Jason Mraz concert. She's not proud. Her future goals, as she just got accepted this week, are to attend the School of Journalism at the Anglo-American University in Prague, the Czech Republic. And her dream job would be a foreign correspondent for Vice. Nina is escorted by Luke Weaver, our last senior prince. Luke's nicknames are Lucas, State Champ, and Lucifer, and his parents are Charlie and Teresa Weaver. His favorite childhood memory, he says, when he was younger, he threw a football at his brother Jacob. He ran at me, and I ran to the front door. I tried opening it, but the door was locked, and I braced for the hit, because I know I'm going to get beat up. Jacob trucked through me, and the dead-bolted door grabs me and throws me in the grass and bears me up, and I'm laughing because he broke the front door. His most embarrassing moment, he was at the top of the stairs getting ready to shower. He felt what he thought was a fart coming on, and it wasn't, and I'm not finishing that story. His future plans are to get a scholarship to wrestle in college, and he would like to study actuarial science or major in math and minor in economics, as his dream job would be an actuary. Luke Weaver and Nina Frame. And it is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you our homecoming king and queen. I think we have somebody with a crown somewhere, right, folks? All right, thank you, Ms. Lynch. All right, your 2018 homecoming queen is Ashley Ace Evans.
All right. Brian, are we back? Oh, Brian.
Hey!
Hey, we're back. Great halftime show as always. Homecoming royalty, homecoming court being crowned out there. Princes, princesses, kings, and queens as they get ready for the festivities. Not only tonight, but the homecoming dance tomorrow night.
Yep.
And,
The
here at Sultan High
excitement
School.
running through my house is I have somebody attending.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, my daughter is going to be attending homecoming.
Going to the dance.
It's a rare occasion in my house.
Very cool. But she's excited.
Yeah, my youngest son, he's a senior, and he hasn't been to one, and he doesn't plan on going.
He doesn't plan on it, huh? All right. Well, you know.
I says, "Do you know how to dance?" He says, "Nope."
Nope.
Want to know?
Well, you know, I guess to each their own, right? All right, the Granite Falls Tigers making their way back onto the field here. And, you know, that turnover turned into a quick 7 there right at the end of the half for them. That was
just
very costly turnover for the Turks.
if they had a coach up in the box, it was worth his salt, and they did. He saw that developing.
Right.
It was just a matter of time. Hopefully he wasn't watching TurkPride.tv and listening to me.
Well, they had tried that a couple of times previous and just hadn't been able to make that connection, but they definitely got it. He got the separation, and
Well, they're gonna have to keep a safety deep.
I think until they can, if they can't cover one-on-one, which so far the coverage has been a little shaky.
Yeah,
You know,
you're gonna have to keep, and that's gonna open up the running game a little bit more.
Right.
But
I think
you can't get beat over the top.
I think Granite Falls so far has shown to me a little bit better balance run to pass than the Turks have. The Turks basically has been run. Now, with that being said, losing, again, their starting quarterback knocked out in the second quarter.
But this is normal.
It is.
Our quarterback being knocked out, and then I'm expecting, he's going to
Jensen
come
Webster to come back.
Yeah, I'm going to. Well, I don't know. He's done. It's a concussion protocol. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Coach Reilly was saying something from the other end of the booth here, so we will not see Mr. Webster the rest of the night.
They have to take him.
Gotcha.
According to the concussion protocols and the laws of WIAA, they have to take him out, and rightly so.
Oh yes,
and rightly so.
Safety first.
He is a bright young man with a bright future, and he doesn't need to be using his losing brain cells
unnecessarily. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. All right. So, but Caden Hardwick stepped in, number 5, did an admirable job there for the Turks thrown into a tough situation.
Well, they're going to have to figure out. The Turks are going to have to figure out how to move the ball without throwing the ball.
And they were very successful early on in this game in moving the ball, in big chunks. Isaiah Phillips looked strong as he always does, and but then I don't know whether it was that the Tigers just started to key on that a lot more.
Well, I'd really like to see him go back under center and start running the ball
More
at
of a
the middle.
traditional set.
Power running game, fullback, halfback, hand the ball off, fake
Lead
to the
blocker.
fullback, give to the halfback, give to the fullback, fake to the fullback, fake to the halfback, and quarter keeper around the end. You know, and then you can add once you start doing that, then you can add those quick outs, those throws.
Right. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting, like you said, here in the second half to see how the Turks make adjustments. Granite Falls has shown early on was going to be run. I thought we were just going to have a pound it fast from both sides. But Granite Falls started to open things, started to open up their playbook a little bit, open up their offense a little bit, and ultimately that's what led to their one and only score here in this game. All right, Turks are out here doing some of their final stretching. And likewise, the Granite Falls Tigers have completed that. They've now made their way over to the sidelines. And we're going to be underway here in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
And the Turks have to kick off.
That's correct.
So they're going to have to stop them. And the Turks are going to need a big play on defense in order to come back and win this game.
Oh, it's early. It's early. I'm not sure. I don't want to go quite that far yet, but it's early. But I
Well,
think this is.
I will remind you when it happens.
Okay, you remind me. Yeah, I think what I do see in this is, like I touched on before, this game, just because of the inherent rivalry between these two teams, the fact that there's bragging rights, in this Black and Blue Bowl that goes along with this game. I think, it's kind of cliche, but the records, you kind of can throw the records out. This is, you're playing for pride here, and a team, even though they're 0-6 on the season, has shown themselves so far to be, go with them toe-to-toe thus far. And actually ahead by 7 here at halftime.
All right. Well, hopefully they've made the adjustments that they need to make.
And we're at 54 loyal and faithful here hanging with us. We appreciate all of you that are joined us here tonight on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics.
I see a lot of names on there that we normally don't see, and then I also see a lot of names on there that we see all the time.
That's old friends and new friends and so on and so forth. But welcome one and all, those of you being Turk fans or Tigers fans. We welcome you one the same here on TurkPride.tv. All right, Coach giving final instructions here, huddling up, going to send the kicking team out for the Turks.
What do you think? What are the chances are the Turks start off with an onside kick here? I don't like that idea.
I don't think so, no. In a close game, this is going to be a game where every possession is going to be very, very important, I think. And
the field position is going to be very important.
Yeah. Granite Falls has shown, hey, we're just going to go for it on 4th down. We don't care. And so far, it's paid off. I mean, they've turned it over on downs, so the Turks have been unable to capitalize that into any points thus far.
Well, hopefully we see a lot more of Josh Ford and Isaiah Phillips running the ball in the second half. Of course, want to see Aiden Fleming, see if he can get a big run off.
Yep.
And we don't have any camera. Where are our cameras?
Uh-oh.
I hope that they get back to where they're supposed to be before this Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up. There we go.
Yeah, well, thank you, guys.
Well, it's got a little bit of a delay, so I just want to make sure.
There we go. Now we're getting centered in. All right, time to get back to action here for everybody, ourselves included.
Michael Moss going to kick off.
Oh, and that's just a very short. And you feel he did fair catch it again and advance it. Number 16 out there seemed a bit surprised that the ball came to him.
And he didn't know what to do. Just maybe want to take off with that.
All right, so a very short kick. We're going to give the Tigers good field position. Start on their own 38-yard line here, first and 10.
All right. Do they go right to the? Well, they didn't. They don't have a safety deep.
Nope, they're going to go that swing, that sweep. Oh, it's a halfback pass. Oh, man, to number 9 again. And just like that, first play, touchdown, Tigers. Wow. So it started out like that sweep, but he stopped, pulled up, and threw the ball. And totally caught
when I saw him arc back, when he got the ball, and I saw him arc back and kind of hold back.
We'll see it here on replay.
Yeah, you see, watch him just kind of
pulled up right there and short-armed it, and
he waited. He waited till the corner bit on that. That's going to be a hard day in the film room.
That one hurts right there. Just one play, touchdown, and now the Tigers trying to extend their lead to 14-0 here over the hometown Turks. Kick is up, and it is good. And just that quick, Brian. Wow. Ouch. That hurts. That's just like a knife.
No,
Executive producer David Moon. I thought, Dave, I thought you were going to be gone by now, and you're still here. Yes.
Yep, yes. I'm out of here.
You came in to tell us you're leaving?
I came in to tell you I got producers that are doing a job, so I'm out of here.
Well, we were a little concerned, though. About 5 seconds before the beginning of the kickoff, we had a great picture of like
The pole?
The pole.
Yeah.
But luckily they got on it. So, I mean, I know you're a little short-handed with only 7 producers tonight, right?
Yeah. We're down to 5.
No, we're down to
2 disappeared.
2 disappeared.
But I think 5 can handle it.
I think 5 can
I just want to tell you guys thank you. Have
You're
a great
welcome.
night. I'll see you. Don't forget to note sometimes for my cutter.
If we get any highlights, I'll try to make
Yeah,
sure I
we're
relay
waiting for a good.
You're waiting for
We're waiting for
highlights.
highlights so far. We're not
Hey,
gonna
guys.
we're not gonna put in Granite Falls highlights. Only Sultan highlights.
Gotcha.
All right.
Good
Thanks,
night.
Dave. Have a good weekend. All right. Well, that took all of 12 seconds, Brian. 12 seconds to score a touchdown. It's 11:48 remaining
Oh,
in the
boy.
third quarter.
If you're the kicker, the new guy just normally doesn't play on the kickoff. You got him in
All
the
right.
game. Maybe you short kick it to him, see what happens.
Tigers, another little squib, mishandled, picked up now by the Turks. Breaks through, on his feet still, good return.
job.
Over the 40.
It's good field position for the Turks coming up.
You know, both teams have had good field position. The kick returns, they've routinely started at like their 35 to 40 yard lines. So there's been, for the most part, really good field position for both teams here in this game. 11:42 remaining, just underway here in the third period. And the Granite Falls Tigers score quickly, and the Turks find themselves down by 2 scores, 14-0. Hand off up the middle.
Good for 5.
Runs tough here and gets some hard yards.
Doesn't know the play.
Hand off to Fleming again. Ooh.
There's not a lot there.
Yeah, about a yard gain, maybe 2.
With a nice hard run, gain of 3 on the play. They will bring up 3rd and 2.
Okay, 3rd and 2. It was a little more successful than it looked at first. We're able to push it out there. Going to be 3rd and short for the Turks. Ball right at the 50-yard line.
I think here you have to.
Hand off. Oh, it mishandled it. Ball's loose. It looks like the Turks got it back. No, I'm mistaken. Granite Falls recovered. Number 64, I believe, came up with that.
And this is right where I was going to say, okay, we got to go for it here. Well, I can't. So, as a homer, this is tough.
And so we turn the other direction. The 50 now going the other way. Tigers take over. So 2 key turnovers by the Turks have led to a touchdown, and now getting the ball back. So the Turks have been their own worst enemy so far this evening, with either penalties, untimely penalties, or turnovers. Hand off, and that's basically back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Jeremy John and Aiden Fleming on that last tackle.
Jeremy John getting his name said for the first time.
Braden Counselor, number 1.
Almost to 60 viewers, guys.
So Counselor has really been the key player for the Tigers, whether running the ball, throwing the ball.
Oh, yeah.
He's been their go-to guy so far tonight, and that's the person that you've got to key on to keep this team in check. Shotgun formation, split backs. And fake to Counselor. That's a bootleg. The quarterback keeper breaks to the first line of defense, through the second, into the secondary, and out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Wagner tackles him out of bounds at the 33-yard line. After a gain of 17, with a first down for Granite Falls.
And spotted just a little short. It's going to be about the 32, 33, 33. All right. Brian, I'm sensing.
Oh, okay. I see what happened there.
I'm sensing a moment, definitely a momentum
Oh,
shift. It's a momentum shift. That quick strike, and now they're moving the ball.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how quiet I got.
Oh, well, yeah, no, that's it. You look like you're falling asleep over there on me.
Oh, nice
Ooh,
hit.
nice stick.
Tyler Easton with a nice hit for the tackle.
That's a loss on the play.
So on that one around, in quarterback keeper on that last
the
one,
bootleg. Huh?
both the defensive end and the corner got sucked in.
That's why you got to that second level.
The defensive end has got to keep contained on that also.
Shotgun formation, single setback. Stops, throws, short. Was under duress there. He had some pressure.
No, Hunter Jones on the defense over there. Hunter Jones. One of my wrestlers.
Yes.
Speaking of wrestling.
Yes, wrestling is just right around the corner.
We are now back with, we are no longer, regionals will be with the Vashon and Montesano and those schools again instead of the Yakima schools like they were for the last 2 years.
There you go.
So.
Vashon going over to Pirates. What's Montesano? What's their school mascot?
I have no idea.
I don't know Montesano. I've never been to Montesano High School. I've been to Vashon High School. In the old Nisqually League, we used to play Vashon actually in football every year. Going deep. Oh, he's wide open again. Number 9. Wow. That's 3 touchdown catches for that young man, Ryan.
Yep.
3.
And you've got to make an adjustment there.
They're unable to cover him one-on-one. They have got to keep that, like we talked about earlier, a safety back, somebody to give help on the backside. All right, PAT. Kick up and good.
So now the Turks find themselves down by 3 scores with 9:11 left to go here in this third period.
Did anybody think we would have a score like this coming into this game right now? No.
Absolutely not.
I don't even think Granite Falls thought that they would be in this position right now. So definitely they have to be surprised. The Turks have to be basically just kind of shell-shocked right now that things have turned the way that they have. But you got to rally. You got to establish your offense. You've got to get a drive put together. Something to move the ball. There's plenty of time. 9 minutes and 11 seconds remaining still in the third period. You can get yourself a score, get back within 2, play some defense. You just never know what might happen.
All right. There's a whole lot of emotions going right now. There's a player out there being consoled. And you know what, young man, that is not your fault.
Got to keep your head up. Got to keep your head up. All right, so the Tigers are going to line things up. And they're going to kick again. Turks can get another opportunity on offense.
Well, Ty Wagner deep, but I doubt he'll have a chance to get the ball on this because they're going to just do the same thing again.
Yep, same exact
And
spot.
it's going to be offsides. You make them kick it again. You know, and without
Granite Falls will move it back 5 yards for the kick.
Jensen Webster to throw the ball,
Right.
the Turks' offense is limited. They're going to have to rely on some,
It's an uphill.
You're going to have to march the ball down and score.
No doubt. Turks have got themselves in a hole, and it's
get some turnovers or some quick stops.
Yeah, I think that's for me something you look at is the defense really needs to step up and make some big plays and help the offense.
I don't know how quickly the game changed from a 0-0, almost 0-0 going into halftime.
There you go. Smart play. And anytime you have a lineman catch, it's like, don't try anything cute. Just hit the ground. Let's keep the ball and get the offense out of the field.
I wanted to see him run some
Those
people
linemen
over.
get really excited.
I really wanted to. I I really wanted to see.
They get really excited, and they're like, no, I need to get down. Our coach is getting mad at me. If I fumble this thing, I will never hear the end of it. All right, 1st and 10 for the Turks, just over 9 minutes remaining in the third.
Oh, nice job. Fleming's having a game today. Josh Ford's having a good game.
Yes, Ford is. I think it was a lot early on. It was Phillips. But
Oh,
Ford
look at
is,
the matchup over here with the receiver.
Oh, fumble. Hardwick picks it up. Scrambling.
Get rid of the ball.
Ooh. Yeah, when you got a broken play like that, just.
Hardwick falls on it. Loses 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 for the Turks, so that negates the.
At some point, you have to look at what's not going correctly.
Coach sends signals here. Seems to be a little bit of confusion.
Well, he's going to have to throw here. This is just.
Yeah, 3rd and 11. It puts him in a tough spot because, again, you're talking about your backup quarterback being forced into a passing situation. Intercepted right to number 44. And a turnover. So Granite Falls is going to find themselves with excellent field position on the Turks side of the field. 1st down and 10 with just under 8 minutes remaining.
Mason McBride. His home jersey is number 23. He is number 9 here. Thank you, Gloria Thomas, for letting us in on that young man that is having a fantastic game, by the way.
He is. He's having a whale of a game.
We're not liking it very much on our end, but I'm sure you're cheering at home.
Yeah.
So
appreciate that.
Give him a shout out for having a great game tonight from us here on TurkPride.tv.
Hand off. Ooh, hits the wall there. Host of Turks right on that for a short gain of about a long one. Brian, I know, obviously we like to see the Turks have the better go of things, but I'm always for recognizing good play, regardless of which team that player happens to be on.
Oh.
And so far tonight, he has played a
Mason
whale of a
McBride,
game.
a 5'11", 155-pound junior wide receiver defensive back.
There we go. So we did.
He's
find
number 89 at home, and he's number 9.
I see that different jersey number. Okay,
Yeah.
that was hence the confusion on our part, is we didn't have his away number.
Looks like he's got a brother on it.
Breaks loose. And he's off to the races, and that's going to be in for a score for the Tigers. So he breaks through that first line of defense, and it was off to the races. 7 for the Tigers. So Granite Falls extends their lead now to 27-0 with the PAT upcoming. So they do it on the ground that time, Brian. They're doing it through the air, and they did it on the ground.
Well, you have to do your job. And hey,
they're doing a good job in exploiting the holes. They're finding where the holes in the defense are.
They've got the matchups. They're figuring it out, and they're doing it.
And that's no good. No good. All right, it stays 27-0. No, I think you're right. They've done a good job in exploiting places that they've seen weaknesses in the Turks defense. And good for them. That's what it's all about, is finding out where your weaknesses in your opponent are and exploiting them. So, and they've done a good job thus far. So the Turks got to get something going. Confidence definitely has got to be a bit shaken out there for the Turks. And it's been a rough go for them tonight. Yep. All right. Kickoff upcoming.
Now you've got to.
Looks like the 8 car is going to go off and do its job somewhere else. They're taking off.
So what a cool job! You get to go to high school football games and watch the game.
Yeah, that's kind of good.
Until you're
cool.
needed.
Until you're needed.
Until you're
for
needed.
an emergency, right? To do what you're supposed to do.
Well, I hope that wherever they're going, that everything is okay.
Exactly. All right. All right, going to line up. Gosh, are we going to see kind of a squibby kick down the left side again, Ryan, for like the 4th straight time?
You know, why not? That's exactly what
pretty much they've done it every time. By golly, there it goes again. It's the exact same spot every time. And breaks a couple of tackles. Gets a nice.
Jack Hamilton on the return.
You know, and Brian, what the Turks can't say is they can't say
laundry on the field.
You know, but the Turks can't say we've had terrible field position. You know, they've had great field position. I mean, they've started consistently at like the 40-yard line every time.
Oh,
you know, they've had great field position. They've just been unable to hang on to the ball and unable to capitalize. Other than that first drive, they had a great first drive, which got stymied, and since then they have yet to put together a drive anywhere close to what they showed
early on. We have
7:09
left to go here in this 3rd quarter. Now, remember what you told me about being here till 11?
Yeah. Previously, yeah, it's 8:34 right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Now it looks like the Turks are going to go back a little bit. Legal chop block against the Turks.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
And that happened way away from where the ball was.
All right. So, Brian, the Turks are going to have 2 more games after this. They have Kings and Cedar Park, the 2 of the 3 teams that are ahead of them in the standings. You know, they still have an opportunity to make hay here, but it's really going to come down to these last 2 games of the season. And forward momentum stop, going back.
Fleming up the middle for 5 yards.
So next week, the Turks are going to head to Kings, to Shoreline, North Seattle area, and play the Kings Knights. And then they're going to finish up on the 26th here at home senior night against Cedar Park Turks.
You can't throw the ball all the way to the sideline from the other hash. Why are we lined up way over on the other side of the numbers? It's just like
hand off, left side, breaks over, first down for the Turks.
Aiden Fleming again.
Fleming's had a good game tonight.
Yeah, well, he's right now he's my clubhouse leader.
He's been very consistent.
Defensively too.
Yes,
he's had a good game defensively.
We've called his number on the defensive side of the ball as well. Oh, tackled in the backfield for a loss of about 4.
So, if you look, you know, how do we have matchups. We don't have the arm to exploit. How do you exploit the matchup way over here on the side? Well, you pull him in and you have him run out to the flat.
Or a little crossing route or something short. I don't think, like you said, you're just not going to be able to do that big hit. You're going to have to chip away. And at this point, you know, time is starting to tick away, not really on your side. We've got about 5.5, just under 6 minutes now remaining. In the 3rd, Turks got to get something going soon. Because, unlike the Rolling Stones song, time is not on their side, right?
No, time is not on our side.
And we break free.
That didn't go where you wanted it to go.
Whistle. Oh, he's still on his feet, but he's down. Forward progress will stop and do the whistle dead. All right. And we've got a timeout. Sultan?
Yeah.
Yes, timeout. Turks. 5:09 remaining in the 3rd. Turks trailing 27-0 here against the Tigers. You know, I've noticed Phillips is on the sideline, kind of looking a little bit. You know, he came up earlier.
Yeah.
Was kind of holding his thigh like he maybe had a deep thigh bruise or something like that. I know back in the day you'd get a helmet right to your thigh pad and you'd cause that, you know, that quad just to start tightening up on you.
Not a whole lot to write home about right now. Let's see what we got going on out there in Chatland.
Okay, let's check and see what our fans. Still 58 of you.
You know, I mean,
you with us, I should say.
Mr. Fox, are you out there? Eric Turner, are you out there? Where's all our guys at out there? Got 57 people watching.
Well, you know, and maybe they're watching baseball then. Good baseball on tonight.
Nice punt.
Oh, good.
That's
good
taking
roll,
a Turk
good
bounce
roll,
all
good
the way
roll.
down to the 10.
Woohoo!
That was a decent punt just for a punt.
Yes, it was.
You know, we're really sucking the bottom of the barrel when I get excited over a punt.
Yeah, you need to control yourself, Brian. Don't use all your good material on the punt.
Can
all right?
you feel how disappointed I am right now?
Yeah.
I have what I call the trifecta. And it starts on Friday night with a Sultan Turk victory.
Okay.
And then my Huskies have to win
Okay.
on Saturday.
Okay.
And then the Hawks have to win on Sunday. That's my trifecta.
Well, you know, we'll see what comes out of that. Like I said, 2 of those games have yet to be played.
Counselor carries out to the 24-yard line. Sorry, the 19-yard line.
Big old first down for
Gain 9,
the
no
Tigers
Taylor on
there.
the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and 1.
Big old 2nd and 1 coming up. This is where you throw the ball deep usually. Legal procedure. Going to be coming back for 5 yards. Well, you know, we wouldn't be able to bring you all this wonderful content without the help of our sponsors.
Yes.
And I want to give a shout out to Tim and Lynn Foley, of course, for their donation to the program.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and we've talked about Windmill Espresso a little bit today.
Yes.
They are also the TurkPride.tv Player of the Game sponsor.
Yep.
We also got some great title sponsors like Sky Valley Inc., who of course provided the entire TurkPride.tv crew with our great polo shirts.
Yep.
If you need custom screen printing or vinyl patterns or lettering, reach out to Carrie Fulcher at skyvalleyinc@gmail.com. Of course, our Sultan Turks Youth Basketball. Big thanks to Sultan Youth Basketball. Without the support, we'd never gotten our brand new scoreboard. You guys had a chance to see our scoreboard inside of our gym. It's awesome. It's a projection scoreboard. It is the envy of lots of schools in the nation.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Okay, and of course, Sultan Youth Booster Club, Sultan High School Booster Club, Windmill Espresso. We talked about North Sound Athletics also. And after this game, sitting in this chair and listening to this, my back's a little out of whack, so I'm going to need to go make a visit to Sultan Chiropractic and Dr. Koppel. He is accepting new patients. And it looks like they're going to get the first down there.
Yes. So Tigers are chipping away, and now, you know, if you're Granite Falls, you can just run the ball and keep that clock turning along. We're down, approaching 3 minutes. Clock is stopped, but 3 minutes 13 seconds remaining here. Clock starts again in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, it looks like Hunter Jones is getting a run out there in the corner, opposite of Ty Wagner. Hardwick gets on the stop there.
Nice tackle.
Okay, well, let's continue on down our list of great sponsors. Don't forget Rico's Pizza and Goat Bar.
We know where that place is.
Yeah, absolutely.
We take a left every night as we go right past that.
And I want to buy pizza every time I go by.
You want to stop and have a pizza?
Yeah, Vic's Burger Shack right here in town. PC Search and Rescue 911. Locally owned, knowledgeable, affordable, and dependable computer repair services. Call Bob Beeman. That is who Diamond Dave Moon recommends.
He is. He does great work.
Now, you're a finance guy, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, by day. Yeah.
So you do debits and credits and all that kind of stuff.
Lots journal entries. You betcha. Oh, still on his feet.
Oh, there we
Breaking
go.
pass. Oh, good catch or good
Jack
tackle
Johnson with the saving tackle there. Well, I'm taking a college class online in financial accounting right now.
there. There you go. How's that going for you?
Kicking my butt.
Debits, credits, T accounts.
I'm
You're learning that T account.
Somebody needs to show me how to do a T account. I tell you, I'd be a whole lot better.
Debits must equal credits.
Yeah, I'm doing that, but I'm struggling a little bit. So maybe if I run across something I really need help with,
You
I'll
just give a shout.
I'll give you a phone call.
Yeah,
Come walk
exactly.
down the street. Help me with this.
It's double entry bookkeeping. Yeah. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. And a short game.
Don't forget, we also have one of our great sponsors, Embroidery for the Soul in Sultan. Mountain View Diner and Gold Bar.
In Gold Bar, there really isn't. You and I both live in Gold Bar.
Yes.
And there isn't a lot of eating options in Gold Bar.
No, there is not.
So Mountain View is definitely one of the places that we frequent. And that's not because of lack of choices, but it's just great that we have them.
It's in my date night. It's in my date night rotation. It's in my date night rotation.
You know, great burgers. I think Wednesday night is burger night, I believe. There, you buy one, get one half price. I believe is what
Hunter Jones with a stop on that.
And the Montreal burger is very, very good.
Yes, yes.
Wednesday night, I think, is half price burger.
I like to stuff your belly on.
Oh, yes, that's good too.
8 eggs.
Wow.
Whenever my wife sneaks
That's
out of
a lot
town,
of-
whenever my wife goes out of town with the marching band,
That's a lot of cholesterol.
guess where I go for breakfast?
Yeah. All right, shotgun formation. Who are you going to pass here, Brian?
Oh, and they're going to go. It's going to have a legal procedure again.
No, end of the quarter. Didn't get snap off, so we're going to go to 4. And in what I would classify, I think it's safe to say this is kind of a shocker so far.
Oh, I have.
27 nothing.
There was like 2 or 3 minutes there. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah. I don't think anybody, even Granite Falls, would say when this game started, we'll be up by 4 scores, going into the fourth quarter. This team, Brian, like I said, as I mentioned in our open, this is a team, and this is not an indictment against the Turks defense, but this is just fact. Coming into this game, in 6 games, Granite Falls had scored 33 points. In 6 games, they have scored 27 points tonight.
The Turks almost scored 33 points last week alone.
Correct. Turks coming into this game have scored 138 points to 33 points. They had outscored Granite Falls by almost 100 points, where Granite Falls has almost equaled their entire season offensive total in one game here tonight against the Turks.
Well, that's why you play the games.
So, I mean, to say that this was unexpected is an understatement.
Oh, absolutely.
An understatement.
Absolutely.
With looking at the statistics, the records, even though this is a big rivalry game, I didn't expect it to be this one-sided at this point. But we got 12 minutes to go. 12 minutes to go. Unfortunately, the Tigers still have the ball. 3rd and about 8, 3rd and 7 is the correction. Going deep to number 9. He's there. Touchdown, Tigers. That's number 4 for that young man tonight. What a performance. And they just hung it out there, and he just ran underneath it. Just that easy.
Oh, just put it up there. I'll run underneath it and catch it.
Like I said, he does. The quarterback, as I said earlier on, throws a very catchable ball, hangs it up there a long ways, and he just ran underneath it. Got some separation.
Well, he got separation after the ball was thrown.
Yeah, he's got some good speed, there's no doubt. But again, a very open, catchable ball.
Well,
and
I guarantee you, Grandma Gloria Thomas is going to tell that young
Grandma's
man,
pretty proud Grandma tonight.
because she's going to tell Mason McBride to make sure he gets in here and watches these highlights.
Yeah.
And I ain't going to cut him highlights because he's from Mount Granite Falls, but Young man,
had a whale of a game.
You're having a whale of a game.
Yep, yes.
I hope you don't get any more, but you've had a whale of a game.
Yeah. And we are always willing to, we're always willing to recognize great performances by young athletes, regardless of what team that they're on. And unfortunately, it just happens that young man happens to be on the other team.
Their quarterback has done a great job. This is Ryan Geese.
Yep.
Is that who? Number 8. Yeah. He's out there just winging,
slinging it out there, man.
And he stood in the pocket and he got whacked after he threw that ball.
Yeah, he's got pressure.
He got whacked.
He's gotten pressure, and he stood tall in the pocket, taking those hits, and delivered some strikes out there. And the Granite Falls has been very successful. Again, what a change. Early on in this game for Granite Falls, it was run. And boy, as soon as they were able to exploit a spot in the Turks defense, they have really keyed on that, and it's been very successful for them, to the tune of a 34-0 score over the hometown Turks.
If we're not careful, the Turks are not careful, that clock's going to start running and not stopping.
Yep. Yeah, the Tigers now, Brian, have exceeded by 1 point their total offensive production for their entire first 6 games tonight against the Turks. So, wow.
Well, Gloria Thomas, you should be proud.
Should be a very proud grandma. Congratulations.
I'm not liking this very much from being the homer that I am,
but we will admit when there's a great player out on the field.
Yep.
And a short kick, and that one, he should let it go out of bounds. Ooh, boy, that was close. That one would look like it was heading out of bounds.
It would have been on the 35 anyway.
Cushing on the recovery.
All right.
First and 10 for the Turks at
11:48 remaining in the game. And now it just really puts you in a tough spot. You got to throw pretty much on every play. Hope the defense does something, and just by some miraculous turn of fate, you're able to get yourself back into this game. Keeper. Ooh.
Keeper has not worked for you all game.
Yeah, it looks like Hardwick is now limping. So again, you're on your backup quarterback. You need to protect that young man, and I think running him into a big wall like that, you got to question that play. Handoff. Is that Fleming?
Fleming on the carry.
Yes, it was.
It'll bring up 3rd down.
Time continues to run now, under 11 minutes remaining. 3rd down and 9 for the Turks. From the 35, ball's on their own 35-yard line. Comes the brush, lets the ball go. Oh, that's a nice catch. Hamilton.
Jack Hamilton.
He just
went up and got it.
He did. He just sat there and kind of played the DB. It was double coverage, and Hamilton went up, used his height to his advantage, and got the ball.
Well, I was going to write that down, but it was at 89 and a half, but I don't have something to write it down.
89 and a half?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll remember that one.
Not a whole lot to talk about here.
All right, handoff on the right side. Short gain. Fleming getting a lot of action tonight.
So I think it's imperative that the Turks go down and they score here. Even though the chances of them coming back are very, very slim.
Very remote, yes.
Because if you are without Jensen Webster next week, going into Kings, this offense has to have something positive to look back
on. They need to build
and build on,
and start to build for next week. Because, like you said, your two biggest games of the week, or the season, I should say, are still ahead of you.
Yep, it's going to be a hold. It's coming back, guys.
Yep, going to negate a nice gain there by Hardwick. You're right, because King
And Keeler was wide open over there
And
on
again,
the far sideline.
we've been unable to get any updates on scores of the other games because Max Preps just doesn't have any reporters at those games. But Kings was playing Cedar Park tonight. That game is at Cedar Park. I think Cedar Park is the better of the two teams, even though they're both 2-0 in league. I would anticipate Cedar Park will probably win that game. So that would put Kings at 2-1. They're going to put the Turks at 1-2 heading into next week's game. So that's going to be critically important.
So back even further than where the play. It's 15-yard penalty.
Wow. And even though Kings is definitely, it's not the same Kings that it was 4 or 5 years ago. They're still at home, still a quality team, and it's going to be a tough game for the Turks next Friday night.
Don't try to
in Shoreline.
Caden, don't try to get it back all at once.
No. Third down. It's going to be third and a bundle here.
Lane Boudreaux on the carry.
That's why you don't have your
Gain of 3.
This is usually when I throw a screen pass. So we'll see what happens here.
There you go. Under 9 minutes remaining.
8:54. Yep. Second or third and 22. What play do you have in the playbook for that?
Hardwick hangs in there, lets it fly. Going for Hamilton. No, broken up double coverage. Defense nicely by the Tigers.
You know, if you try to get 10-15 there, then you can come back and try to get 10-15 on the next play. Now it's fourth down, 4th and 22. So now you have to go deep again.
Right, you got to go. We're gonna obviously got to go here. So.
And that's a whole lot harder than 4th and 15 is a lot easier than 4th and 22.
Well, you typically don't have 4th and 22 plays in your playbook.
No, you usually.
Typically,
what do you think?
typically that would be a punting situation.
Yeah.
Typically, you would punt on 4th and 22, right? Here comes the rush screen. There's your screen, Brian, you're talking about.
Oh, you should have cut it back to the middle.
All right. Well, got a chunk of it back, but not quite the 22 that they're looking for. Came up about 9 short.
That's what they should have ran on third down. But you know what? I'm in the booth. They're down there coaching.
That's true. That's true.
There's a reason. There's a reason
that's
for
probably
that.
Why.
That's
probably why.
There's a reason for that.
They're like, you guys get up.
Go away.
Go away. You're bothering me, kid. Go away.
Go away.
You don't know, kid.
You don't know anything about football. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you sit on your couch. You play video games. You think you know what you're talking about, right? All right. 8:35.
So, just a little different positions out there.
And I'm a bit surprised to see that Granite Falls hasn't done any wholesaling substitutions. I'm still seeing a lot of their first-string players are still out there right now. 34-0 again. This game is well in hand.
Rivalry game.
It is. I get that. I get that.
0-6.
I get that. They're going to be 1-6.
You're building for next week.
Yeah, they're going to be 1-6 after tonight.
And you may see that here in about 3 minutes. You may see.
Yeah.
You may see. But and both of these schools struggle to fill JV teams.
Oh yeah. Well, it's good. You know, it's good to see, and we'll kind of frame this in the context of the North Sound Conference. It's good to have Granite Falls back, as a 1A team against them, because this is a really good rivalry. Now, tonight's game didn't come out to be that real, tough contest like we saw last year. But these are two teams that just a lot of rivalry, a lot of competition that over the years exists between these two squads. And tonight, Granite Falls is going to come out on the better end of this battle. And nice stop there by the Turks.
Petroborg on the carry, loss of a yard. Josh Ford with the tackle. It'll bring up 4th down.
there's just a great deal of similarities between these two communities too. Granite Falls, similar size. They're both located, about 15 miles apart from a larger community, us from Monroe, them from Lake Stevens. There's just a lot of similarities between the two towns, and it's really led to some great competitive teams, some great games over the years. Punt for the Tigers, I guess. So, Brian, I guess when you're up 30-40-0, you don't feel like you have to go for it on 4th down anymore.
No.
Okay. They've changed the mantra and started punting now.
Well, there does come a time where, if they were still throwing the ball,
right.
I would be like,
running it up, yeah. Yeah, we're getting close to that time for TurkPride.tv Player of the Game, too, Brian. I mean, I know it's tough to, in a game that has this kind of outcome, but that doesn't mean they're not playing hard. That doesn't mean they're not working hard out there, even though it just hasn't materialized itself into points on the board. I mean, you're still giving it your all. You're still absolutely exhausted, beat up at the end of the game.
Well, my clubhouse leader, and I said this, last quarter, is Ian Fleming. Or Aiden Fleming.
Aiden Fleming. I think he has shown himself, both on the offensive and the defensive side, just to be a very consistent contributor tonight. Nothing super flashy, but just very consistent.
Well, on a night when your horses are gone. I mean, Phillips is nursing and.
Yep, Phillips has been on the sidelines for most of the game.
Ford is nursing something. Hey,
you're banged up. There's no doubt.
We're banged up as a team. Yep. We got kids in street clothes down there. I'm not giving them an excuse for this. There's no, there's no way in the world. I thought the score was going to be just the opposite.
Right. Let's take nothing away from Granite Falls. They've played a great game tonight. Got a good game plan. They've exploited some vulnerabilities that they found in the Turks' defense, and good for them. But you're right. Hand off to Ford. Pounds his way.
Yep.
Gain of about 5.
Yeah. Josh Ford built Ford too. That was an F-150 coming through the wall. I'd like to see him.
That might be a 2 here.
Yeah, he needs a whole lot more carries than what he's getting.
Hey, especially with Phillips, again, not taking nothing. Fleming's done a great job running tonight, but surprised we haven't seen Ford a little bit more.
Yep. Josh Ford with another 4-yard carry. Bring up 3rd.
Under 6 minutes now remaining.
I think they're going to give it to Ford again. What do you think?
I think you're right. I think they're just going to ride that Ford tough train. Ford keeps pounding the ground. And Brian, this right here was what they were doing.
I want you to understand that the rotation from the sidelines has started.
Yes, it has. It has. So you're starting to see some of those.
So you're seeing some varsity kids up against some JV kids here from Granite Falls.
Correct. They're starting to get players some time, some field time for Granite Falls out there.
They're ready for more coach drive.
Ford. Oh, he dropped the ball, but recovered by the Turks.
Well, that's just not good.
Ford runs the ball out to the 45-yard line. There's a fumble recovered by the Turks.
It's right behind the ball.
Gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, our F-150's coming out for some gas.
Yeah, needs a refill there. Need a little water. Retired. He's leaning on that water fountain there. Trying to get a
Mr.
little.
Fleming's
Yeah, Mr.
close to a first down. Going to probably be about a half a
Mr.
yard short.
Fleming. There you go.
5 yards by Aiden Fleming. They'll bring up
Trying to reinforce that, trying to cement that player of the game nod there, right? Under 4.5 remaining to be played. There we go. Oh! Nice run by the Turks. And there's Fleming. Fleming almost breaks one of the house.
to the 20-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Turks.
All right. Brings up first down now. Turks in the red zone.
First time in the red zone.
Yes. We have not said that yet tonight.
It'll bring up second and 9.
Under 4 minutes remaining.
Tanner Belcher's on the broadcast.
Mr.
What's going on,
Belcher.
Mr. TB? Just
Mr. Ford getting close.
Josh Ford.
Pushing and shoving his way.
that should be good for a Turk Pulse first down.
20-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Turks.
Well, I want to thank everybody for being here and being part of the broadcast tonight.
It's been a tough night, though.
Yeah.
It's been a tough night to be a
You
Turk
know,
fan tonight.
But, I'd rather have a rough night broadcasting with you than stay at work.
Well, okay. I guess that's a compliment. I think that's a compliment.
No gain on the play.
Just right at 3 minutes. 3 minutes remaining.
3 minutes and 7 seconds, second and 8.
Yep. Turks, you got to get a score here, Brian. Just something to build on for next week. You don't want to have to go into your last two games of the season, two biggest games of the season. And Ford's gonna make it.
Josh Ford!
Oh!
Josh Ford! Built Ford tough!
There we go. Josh Ford gets the Turks on the board. Got 4:05 remaining on the clock there on our little ticker. 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining on the game clock. And Ford punches it in for the Turks. PAT upcoming.
All you gotta do is have fun.
Kick is, it's blocked. No good. So the score now reads 34-6, Granite Falls. 2 minutes, 42 seconds remaining here in the game. Well, my friend, I don't think the trifecta for you has gone out the window.
I still have a chance. I mean, I got to see how my Botha Cougars did.
That's right. But like Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, So don't be sad, because 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I hate going into Autzen Stadium down there.
I know. That one always just scares you a little bit, And the Ducks have got a pretty good team. Good quarterback. They got a pretty solid squad. But the Huskies are definitely going to be the toughest team that they've played thus far this season. So
I think so.
It'll be interesting to see how.
And that UCLA team that the Huskies played last week, that's a whole lot better than an 0-5 team.
Yeah, I was a little surprised, and to see the Huskies even move up
The
2
true
spots.
freshman quarterback.
Right.
Just out there.
Right.
Who beat out Spate, who was Michigan, Jim Harbaugh's quarterback at Michigan.
Right. That's correct.
who hit his
I knew that
fifth
name
year
was familiar.
and went to.
But I think that the Huskies really were not. I wasn't that overly impressed by that. Again against an 0-5 team by only winning by the margin that they did. So, and to move up 2 spots in the rankings, of course, it helped when LSU and Oklahoma both lost last week. That helped. That helped, allowing the Huskies to move up when Oklahoma and LSU lost.
Unfortunately, BYU and Auburn lost, and that doesn't help them get into the championship.
No, that is true.
Once you beat a team, you want that team to win.
Correct. The Auburn losing again kind of makes that loss look a little worse than it was, because Auburn was expected to be a potential, getting that playoffs, the Final Four there when the season started. Oh, that's an onside kick, but they're covered by the Tigers, and I think we'll see some run the football.
Well, with 2:41 left to go.
Wow, Brian, it's only 9:09 right now.
What are we going to do with the rest of our night?
I'm going to go home and watch Gold Rush. That's right. Season premiere of Gold Rush.
I'm going to start texting you.
2-hour season premiere of Gold Rush on Discovery Channel tonight.
I'm going to start texting you about my homework.
Not tonight. Tomorrow.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Dan, help me.
My debits and credits aren't equaling. What did I do? I missed an entry someplace.
We did ratios last week. That was tough.
There you go. And, there really hasn't been that many penalties tonight, right? There hasn't been that many hankies on the field, really. Been relatively penalty-free game. Pretty clean game by both teams. But the Tigers definitely have gotten the better of it tonight. I'm
wondering, should we go off script tonight and do 2 Turk Pride baby players at the game?
2? Wow.
Josh Ford is pretty deserving.
He's come on strong here in the second half.
But,
yes. We really didn't call his name much in the first half.
No, okay. Well, we'll just stay with.
I think Aiden Flynn. I think Aiden is definitely deserving of having it as a solo award tonight. Clock starts. And off up the middle. Stopped for no gain, or maybe even a short loss. Yep, loss of 1. 3rd and 13 for the Tigers.
Josh Ford, I think he's nursing something here.
He's been coming in and out quite a bit. He just looks like he's in a little bit of pain. And the clock continues to run. Tackled inbounds.
1:20 left to go.
And a nice tackle for loss. There's Mr. Ford again.
Oh, Josh Ford.
Hey.
Built Ford tough.
Nice play by Ford.
Well, 36 seconds left to go. And that was 4th down there.
Yeah, it was. Decided to go for it on 4th down as opposed to punting. So the Turks will get the ball. Excellent field position. 36 seconds remaining.
I'm serious. Roll right, throw it to Keeler.
Yeah, exactly. You mean our player that has like a 2-foot advantage over there on the far side?
We're going to run the ball here, though.
Yeah, there's Ford. Oh!
Well, we got 20 seconds to go.
And this will be the last play of the game right here. And it's a pass.
Wide open.
And that's going to do it, I have a feeling. Oh, they call timeout?
Really?
Timeout, Turks.
Only send one person out in the pattern and see what happens.
Okay.
So Dan, we got
2 games left.
2 games left.
Season's on the line.
And we have one more broadcast left.
We have one more broadcast, which will be in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. We got
Kings at Kings next week and home Cedar Park Christian. So Brian, as we look at the schedule right now, actually with this win by Granite Falls actually jumps over the Turks in the league standings right now.
Absolutely.
Both teams are 1 and 2, but head to head they got the tiebreaker. So the Turks have to win out if they have want any chance of extending their season. So they've put themselves, they lose the tiebreaker with Granite, they'll lose the tiebreaker with South Whitby right now. They've got to win their next 2 games, and that's going to be a tall order. It's going to be a tall order for the Turks. I think just, like I said, with the injuries, the level of injuries that they have right now, the Turks are really going to have to dig deep and get themselves, right this ship quickly. Oh! He's rolling, and that's a jump ball. And intercepted. And take a knee there, young man. And that will do it.
Well,
that will do it.
For all of our thanks for everybody that joined us on the broadcast tonight.
Stuck with us
through thick and thin.
Tough game. No way to sugarcoat it. That was tough. That was hard.
To our Granite Falls partners that are here watching, congratulations. Hopefully we'll never see a score like this again. That being said, congratulations. As your boys watch it, great game.
Yep.
Hopefully they have a chance to come back and watch it. And
Grandma, Grandma's
Gloria
name?
Thomas is watching.
Congratulations to your grandson. He did an excellent job tonight. So, Aiden Fleming,
TurkPride.tv player of the game.
Very well-deserved, consistent contributor throughout the night. And really not much we can say. Turks come up on the short end at a 34.
And as soon as you give me the signal, I'm ready to say it.
All right. Well, for myself, Dan Bauer, and my colleague Brian Atkinson here on TurkPride.tv, we say good night.
Hashtag Turks first.
Good night, everyone.